everybody! Zarkazm here. Welcome back to Hearthstone. Now in the last episode we wrapped up what was left of the closed beta coverage. Though all of those videos, parts 1 through 7, were all recorded November 2013 during the closed beta, so as I said in the little intro bit, a lot has changed. But this is actually up to date as of March, whatever today is. So I just kind of wanted to mostly discuss, and then we're gonna try something different. So let's just kind of go over what we've seen. In the past 7 videos, we've seen a little bit of each class. We've seen deck construction. We've seen arena. We've seen, various combos, mindsets, different plays, things to keep in mind, and just different strategies altogether. So now that we've kind of got a touch on everything, it's time to kind of take what we've learned and go from there. Now since then, my cards and my decks themselves have actually changed a lot. Between November and about February, I continued a trend of basically I'm not spending any real money. Just anytime a daily quest came, like this one here, win 5 games with Hunter and Mage, anytime a daily quest would come up, I would play with that deck. I made a deck of every type. In fact, those 5 or 6 decks that I had in the past 7 videos, gone, long gone. I got to a point where I just scratched them all and restarted and just constructed all new decks. But basically, a daily quest would come up, I would play as that class, get the gold, and anytime I had enough gold for arena, I would do an arena, because arena guarantees you a pack no matter what you place, and you can also get a rare card, kinda, more gold, and crafting dust, because, what the heck, why not? And that's pretty much how I progressed, for the most part. Now let's go to my collection, and you'll just see I have pretty much all of the non-legendary cards. I do have a couple more legendaries than what I have. So if I type in legendary here, I do have the Druid legendary that I actually crafted with some dust, and I also crafted Lord Zarkazm. Now, Ragnaros and Barongeddon, of course, you've seen. The Golden Gelbin Mechatork, I did actually buy an arena ticket during the beta with real money, just so I could get this Golden Gelbin Mechatork. And he's really worthless. I really don't like him. And also, I purchased a BlizzCon virtual e-ticket, which got me this thing, which again, I used both of these for a while, and it was okay. I did pull Karen Bloodhoof in a pack. And this you don't actually pull. This Old Murkai you get from, in fact, I wonder if it'll even tell you. If I go to the, no, not the promo. Oh, here we go. Does it tell you? Quest for, okay, this is how you get. Anyway, how you get Old Murkai is you have to have in your possession one of every Murloc, which isn't that hard. I mean, the hardest one to get is like, there's an epic one. Murloc, because why not? Yeah, actually, I had this, I got rid of it. I mean, most of these are really common, or they're easy to craft. It's the epic one that's expensive, and then you get this one for free. You don't have to craft it. So there's that. Going back to legendary. Now, I did, after a while, finally decide, I finally broke down and said, okay, I'm gonna get some packs. So I did buy a large selection of packs, and I ended up pulling Harrison Jones, and I pulled, what else did I pull? I pulled a golden, go back here, I pulled a golden Millhouse Mana Storm. And now, the golden Millhouse Mana Storm, see, to craft any legendary it costs 1600 dust. And the golden ones, stop defaulting to Druid, please. The golden ones cost 3200, but when you disenchant them, you get 1600. So I disenchanted the Millhouse Mana Storm, and I used the 1600 to make make the druid guy actually. How I got Jaraxxus was I actually already had 1600 dust from all the de-enchanting from buying all those packs, because I basically bought 50 packs. I did a 50, and got so many extra cards that I actually had enough dust to get another legendary. And I love Jaraxxus; he's a great card, so I got Jaraxxus. Um, I think the only other legendary I ever did pull, and it was a long time ago. Oops. I need that. Come back. I pulled a King Mukla. Yes, I pulled a King Mukla once, a long time ago during the beta, and I disenchanted him to craft something else, probably to get that Murloc actually, because I don't really like the idea of Mukla. And in fact, most of the legendaries I don't really care for. Millhouse I don't care for. Nat Pagle, meh. I definitely don't care about this guy. I kind of wish I had him just so I could get the full 1600. You see, this was recently changed. So, but anyway, so that's my legendaries. Let's click done here. So yeah, as you can see, I have created a deck of every class, and they've gone through several iterations, and I mean, it's just changed back and forth. Now you'll see here, best arena key. The Ruby key is actually from 9 wins. In the beta, the highest you could go was 9, and then after a while they made it to 12. So I actually didn't get this until after that change. So I've never actually I've never actually completed an arena. I've always ended up losing. And then ranked, I did start playing ranked mode, and if we go here, you can see it's actually changed since what was in the beta, early on in the beta. Anyway, you start off at rank 25, which is Angry Chicken, and then you progress up with stars. The highest I've gotten, which I think was in the first season or the second season, was like rank 12 or rank 11. Something like that. And then of course they wipe it once a month. They reset. Shouldn't use the word wipe. Now recently you'll notice this here. They've introduced the concept of golden heroes, which is something I'd like to have. You basically have to have 500 wins with a hero. You see that's got no wins. It obviously it didn't count any of the beta wins because I've had these decks for a while. So it's, you know, a work in progress to get a golden hero. But unfortunately, unless they've patched it by now, arena wins do not count towards this golden hero counter, which is severely disappointing, and it's kind of made me stop going to arenas. So I think for now I'm not going to do arenas anymore until they fix that. I consider that a problem, to be honest. So until they fix that, I'm not going to do any arenas. I'm just going to save my gold and then just do a bunch of arena runs all at once. So here's the idea. Like I said, we've got all the basics covered, at least in these last 7 videos. Let's take everything we've learned and let's put it to use, put it to focus. Obviously, if I continue my trend of only playing decks based on daily quests, I'm never going to get this 500 win counter up on any of these. It's just going to take forever. So what I want to do, also to elaborate more on that actually kind of causes problems on the ranked, because some of these decks work well, and some decks just aren't quite tuned yet, and it's kind of difficult to, I'll play, for example, like this quest. Win 5 games with a hunter or mage. Okay, so I'll play my hunter deck for a while, and I'll get it up, and I'll get into that hunter mindset. I'll have the hunter combos ready, fresh in my mind, and then another quest will come up to play rogue or druid, and then I'll switch to rogue, and the same things don't apply, and I'm kind of off my game, and I start losing a couple matches until I get the rogue refigured out. So it kind of causes me to not get very high in the ranking, jumping from one class to another or from one deck to another. So the idea is this. I want to focus on one class, one deck, in ranked mode, there are two goals. The goal number one is to try to get our 500 wins, which not all of that will be recorded, obviously. Most of that will be off screen. But then the other side of that is I really want to try to get into Legend, which is, I'm not actually sure how the ranks work, but once you get, up to 1, I think you get Legend or whatever. Whatever that means. So I'd like to get there. I think I can do it. As I said before, a lot of people try to say this game is pay to win. It's really not. It's pay. It's pay to get started, or to get a head start. Because I mean, it's a card game. It comes down to luck. It comes down to a bit of skill. I mean, there is skill involved because you got to have those you got to formulate those strategies, formulate those combos. I like to kind of come up with my own combos. I don't like looking at these pro gamers and going, oh, what are the pro gamers doing? Oh, they're using that combination. I'll do that. No, I don't like doing that. I want to try to get something that works for me and go from there. So, what this video is going to be well, as the title suggests, pick your poison. I'm going to open my collection screen here. Now, if I actually bother to do annotations, which I should, I have a habit of not doing that, I'm going to put an annotation on every deck, and what's going to happen is I'm actually going to have recorded some unlisted videos, and what the videos will just be an overview of each deck, and then a match or two. And what this is going to be is whichever unlisted video is kind of the most, I guess, well responded, well accepted, that turns out well as far as dare I say, view counts, commental input, if commental is a word, just things like that. What do you guys want to see? I don't want to focus on a deck or a class or a strategy that is boring, that's just, I don't know how else to say it. So, at this point, pick your poison. Click on one of the heroes, click on one of the decks, and we will continue from there and hopefully make our decision of which deck we're going to be focusing on, what golden hero we're going to try to go for, and what what deck we want to take to Legend, because that's my goal. I want to get to Legend. So, pick your poison. I've been Zarkazm, and I'll see you in whichever unlisted video you picked. Next time, I guess. I gotta say next time.